Somebody help! Help! You gotta help me, man! There's this wild bear chasing me around Central Park! You look wise and old and green. Can you help me? Huh? What does that mean? I still don't understand. Is there something in your throat? Oh, no. He's coming closer. Listen, man, can you help me or not? Because any second I might be mauled by a bear. Oh, you suck, green guy!
Hey everybody, yet again, it's been a while, but I'm back with another review. And this time, I'm shaking things up a little bit. Instead of looking at a Lego set today, I'll be reviewing something I've never done before, action figures. For the past 2 years, a newer hobby of mine has been collecting action figures. Thanks to a couple of recommendations from my friends, I've been picking up any figures that have caught my eye or of characters that I admire. Most of the figures I have are from the Hasbro toy company. I really love what Hasbro has been offering, with their good quality and overall prices for figures. But that doesn't mean other toy companies aren't doing a good job. I think NECA is also a great company. I have a few figures from their Gremlins lineup, and I recently obtained one of their stunning 35th anniversary Back to the Future figures. Part of the reason why I appreciate Hasbro so much is that they've been doing a phenomenal job making licensed figure lines scattering from Marvel, Star Wars, Transformers, Power Rangers, and even Ghostbusters. Yes, Ghostbusters! Earlier this year, Hasbro revealed a new 6-inch line of action figures featuring the Ghostbusters called the Plasma Series. The first wave consisted of characters from the original 1984 film, with the entire Ghostbusting team, Dana Barrett, Gozer the Gozerian, and even Vince Clortho. I managed to pick up the entire wave, and I'm happy to say that these figures are great, but I'm going to talk about them more later. For now, I have to talk about what I'm reviewing, and that is the Ghostbusters Plasma Series, Tully's Terrible Night. This 2-pack was unveiled a few months ago and was meant to be a Comic-Con exclusive, but was released as a Hasbro PulseCon convention exclusive. It retails for $50 on the Hasbro Pulse website, however, it is currently sold out and I don't think it will be back in stock anytime soon. So, unfortunately, it's not easy to get your hands on this. It comes with Louis Tully and the Terror Dog Vince Clortho, which captures the Tavern on the Green scene from the original movie. Before we dive into the figures, I wanted to admire the packaging. The box has this amazing outer sleeve with a khaki color suit background and is displaying the Ghostbusters logo on the front and the top. Turning the box to the left side, with the sleeve on, we can see an illustration of Louis Tully standing in front of a door. Then on the box, Louis is in shock by the Terror Dog bursting through the doorway, just like the scene in the movie. Pretty cool. The sleeve is rather standard outside of that, not much is happening on the back, and the right side has some artwork of a proton pack. Taken off the sleeve, the box has a big window that displays Louis being chased by the Terror Dog. There's a great choice for a background as well. It seems to be capturing the moment when all the ghosts are released from the containment unit, and you also can see the tempo of Gozer too. We have a little product description, you can pause it if you want to read it, and that's about it for the box. Now let's dive into the actual figures. So here's the key the friendly party-throwing accountant himself, Louis Tully. When I first saw images for this 2-pack, I was thrilled to see that we were getting a Louis figure, but I was worried about his face printing looking funky. Now having him in person, I think it's quite solid and captures Rick Moranis really well. Maybe it's just me. The sculpting on the entire figure is also very good. Louis is in post-possession form just like the Dana Barrett figure. He has these harsh red eyes and looks very disheveled with his messy hair and untucked blue shirt with a yellowish orange shirt underneath. Louis has some dark brown dress shoes, brown slacks, and his glasses are similar to Egon in that they are part of the head, which I must say is an excellent design choice. For his articulation, it's pretty standard, so I'll try to make it quick here. His neck has a great range of motion with the barbell ball jointed neck, which allows for a great movement of his head. You can turn his arms all the way around 360 degrees, and they can raise up to 90 degrees even though the arms are sculpted back a hair. His elbows are single jointed and also can come up at about 90 degrees. His wrists can rotate and the hands have a hinge that doesn't really move at all because of the cuffs of the shirt wrapped around it. He doesn't have an ab crunch though, which is completely fine because I don't think he really needed it. His thighs and waist can swivel, he has double hinged knees, and there are some ankle rockers as well. Lewis comes with one accessory, which is the colander or brain scanner helmet. It has a good amount of paint and detail of wires and cords, and it slides easily over the head. Though the chin strap is a little loose, it stays on there just fine. He measures at a little under 5.5 inches, so he scales great with the rest of the Plasma Series figures, especially Dana Barrett. I might as well mention this. When I got this figure, I noticed that Lewis stands a bit awkwardly. As I pulled him out of the box, his legs were warped from being in his position inside the packaging for too long. This made it hard for him to stand up without falling over. It seems like other people have been experiencing this minor issue as well, but it is an easy fix just by heating up the leg to straighten it out. Aside from that, that does it for Mr. Tully. Here we have one of the Terror Dogs, the Keymaster, possessor of Louis Tully and loyal servant of the Destructor, Vince Clortho. Right out the gate, the Terror Dog figure included in this 2-pack is pretty much a carbon copy of the Build-A-Figure Vince Clortho that came with Wave 1 of the Plasma Series figures. While I'm completely fine with having another Vince Clortho figure, I have a minor gripe with this decision. On one hand, I now have 2 Terror Dogs, which is awesome. However, both of these heads are supposed to be Vince Clortho. We don't exactly have a proper head for Zool or the Gatekeeper, which some people might have a problem with. The Terror Dogs may look exactly the same, but if you look closely at each of their horns, Vince has longer horns than Zool's. If the Build-A-Figure wave included the Zool head instead of Vince's head, since the wave already includes the possessed Dana Barrett figure, then there obviously wouldn't be an issue here. This is a dumb nitpick that isn't a big deal to me, but I felt it was important to mention instead of glossing over it. Like I said, I was already happy to at least have a Terror Dog, but having 2 is glorious. As for the actual Terror Dog, I love it. It's pretty big compared to the other figures and how it's scaled in the film, which I do like. It makes sense given that it's supposed to be a large Build-A-Figure. It has some great sculpting across the entire body. You can see its veins pop out and wrinkles of skin all over it. It also has a rubber tail. And man, I've gotta mention the head sculpt. I think Hasbro nailed it. It's about as accurate as you can get with the original design in the film. And also, the paint applications are terrific. The entire body has this dark shade of gray, and all of the claws, horns, and even the teeth have a wet sand color to them. There's a line of silver paint that goes up from the spine to the top of the head for the figure, and the eyes have a metallic red color to them. For its articulation, the dog's front legs have swivel and hinges along with the knees and the ankles. The back legs can swivel where they connect to the body, but lack a hinge. The head also has a nice barbell, ball, and socket joint that allows for a good range of motion at the head. You can lower the jaw too. And I believe that covers everything. Hopefully I mentioned everything that should be mentioned. If not, let me know in the comments. For final thoughts, I think this 2-pack is great. I think the Louis Tully figure is perfect, and I'm thrilled to have the 2 Terror Dogs now. While I'm at it, I might as well throw in a couple more thoughts about the Plasma Series overall. I love this line, and every single figure they've made so far. Having the entire wave together is a striking sight, especially having all 4 Ghostbusters together. In my humble opinion, I think they're the best Ghostbusters figures we've ever seen. No joke. I hope this isn't the end for the Plasma Series. I know we're getting an Afterlife wave, but I worry that we won't get anything after that. I would want to see an entire Ghost wave that includes the likes of Slimer, the Grey Lady, the Taxi Driver, and many, many more. Can I throw Stay Puft in there too? I wonder how they would do that. And how cool would it be to get figures based on the second film? I know most people are indifferent about it, but I think it's an underrated sequel. The bottom line is that there is a vast amount of Ghostbusters material to make figures of. If you have any interest in Ghostbusters or any of these figures at all, I recommend picking up Egon. He's my personal favorite figure from the wave, and Gozer is really good as well. You'll be surprised how good Gozer is compared to other female figures that Hasbro has done. One more thing. Like what I mentioned earlier, this 2-pack goes for a pretty penny online. If you already didn't order it on Hasbro Pulse like I did and are considering to cough up more dough than you would like, maybe wait a little while. I do really like this 2-pack, I just don't think it's fully worth $50. I'm satisfied with it, don't get me wrong, but it isn't a hardcore exclusive in my eyes. Louis Tully is the main appeal for this, and I feel like Tully will be released in a separate package sometime in the future. I could be completely wrong about this, but who knows. Anywho, that's enough from me. I hope that you enjoyed this review. I wanted to try something different, and I did. I can't guarantee if I'll do another action figure review anytime soon, so only time will tell. Thank you all for watching, and have a fantastic day. Take care.